Jason Statham is currently speedrunning the record for cranking out the most bad movies in one actor's lifetime. His films are often filled with insane macho bullshit.
You're welcome.
But his latest film, The Beekeeper, has turned more than a few heads as one of his most ridiculous movies yet. Cinematic defense attorney Monroe Beeler will argue that The Beekeeper is so over the top and absurd that he's not entirely sure it isn't an elaborate prank. The honorary judgmental is on hand to lay down the verdict on whether the accused film is so bad it's good or just plain bad. This is the court that puts bad movies on trial. This is Objectionable Cinema.
Your Honor?
What? Yes? Oh, we're doing this again, are we?
I'm afraid so.
Okay, Jason Statham, the Beekeeper. I'm confused, Mr. Beeler. What exactly is he keeping these bees from doing?
No. He keeps after them. He takes care of them. But he also works for a special ops group called the Beekeepers.
Well, that's stupid.
But I suppose all that could have just been a coincidence.
Exactly.
I mean, it would be really hard to keep a bee from doing what it wanted to do to begin with, but how much free will does a hive mind have anyway? I think that's an argument for a different courtroom.
So is he a beekeeper or special ops?
Well, he keeps bees because he's retired, but then there's a personal tragedy that pulls him back in. Which is, and this is where we start to go off the rails, Claire Huxtable from The Cosby Show is letting Statham stay in her barn, but then shoots herself in the head because she loses all her money to online scammers run by the guy from the Hunger Games. Also, they shoot his precious little buzzing bees.
Oh no!
Well, that sounds like the perfect job for the keeper of the bees. Indeed, it is. So now it's time for an extremely violent, unstoppable, murderous rampage. Well, someone's got to stop him, otherwise there's no plot. Cue Jeremy Irons.
I was about to say Jeremy Irons.
And an army of other beekeepers. Although for some reason all of the beekeepers look like characters from the video game Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, don't piss your pants, bro. My team will be our short.
Holy shit, that guy! Even Statham has his own little cute techno bee outfit from the future. And all the scammer call centers look like nightclubs from Las Vegas and not little cubicle hells.
So does this take place in the future?
No, maybe. Unclear. Anything else? The whole phone scammer thing is connected to the president of the United States, which culminates in a Catalina wine bloodbath, where the whole beekeeping metaphor pays off, right? Nah, just a bunch of people meet their grisly deaths, all because Claire Huxtable did some stupid boomer shit. All right, Mr. Beeler, this does kind of sound like a paint-by-numbers Statham flick, while simultaneously being completely unhinged. But you have been known to exaggerate quite a bit in the past, Mr. Poopy Pants. So I'm going to retire to my chambers, watch The Beekeeper, and then return with my verdict.
While Judgmental makes his final decision, we'd like to remind you to like and subscribe and let us know what movies you'd like to see put before the judge. And now, Judgmental's verdict.
All right, I have finished watching the movie known as The Beekeeper. This is a difficult one. It looked great. The acting was fine. It was more fun than a glory hole and a porta potty at the gathering of the Juggalos. But does all the deranged stuff in it drag it down to a so bad it's good status? Here is my verdict. I find the 2004 film The Beekeeper is so bad it's good. While this seems to be a competently made film, there is so much cuckoo bananas stuff in it. I can't tell whether it was intentional, lazy, or just stupid. But the fact that this was delivered in complete seriousness just leads me to believe that this is simply just a beautiful mess that should be viewed by all. Ha! In your face, Judgerton. Mr. Beeler, let me remind you that much like Claire Huxtable, I'm a very well-connected man and not to be trifled with. That is your cue. Meet the Cockatoo Custodian.